Team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, a screen pass is all about timing. But this one just didn't come together at all. You couldn't get the blocking line. The timing was off. Everything seemed to be off. The defense blew up the entire setup.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And here's the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And is intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 20. Inside the 10. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
And the offense convert that pick into points to set up first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. A short completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. And they pick up the first on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of him.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Boy, it's 3rd and goal, Chris, and they decide to throw for it. Nowhere to go with the football. The defense comes up with his big sack. And as an offensive coordinator, I don't think it's a bad call at all. You got to put more pressure on this quarterback to make quicker decisions to get the ball out of his hands much quicker.
And they will trot out the field goal team here. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? No problem. Knocks it right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Some hard running there through a tackle. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Ducks come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal, and if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And there's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. He's running out of time here. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. They finally get him down, but an explosive play. The offense in business now at the 24.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
3 red zone trips produce just 2 field goals. They're hungry to punch it in here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. So some of that 1st half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
On 1st down, it's play action. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Buckeyes move into the red zone. Can he get there on the ground? He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Fighting him off. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments in half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. Slides the quick throw. And he runs it into the end zone. And those 2 points will tie the football game. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from it. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Past midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And this is dropped. This would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Caught quickly. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw the ball. And that football is out, a potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, 1st down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. It's a toss to the left side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Touchdown, Oregon. No chance to catch him. Here's the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ballgame.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Cross play to the running back going left. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Ducks. Still no answer for this offense.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disaster.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And on that takeaway, the final play of the game. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.